Rain poured over Torrance that October night, slicing through the darkness in silver streaks. The street shimmered like broken glass under the streetlights. Inside a sleek black car parked near the Opera House, Dominic Russo sat in silence, watching the world blur through the rain-streaked windshield. At 38, he was a man everyone feared, the whispered name in every backroom deal, the ghost behind every missing person rumor. A man who built an empire through power, precision, and silence. Yet tonight, he just felt tired. Then, a sharp thud. The passenger door flung open. A woman stumbled in, drenched, gasping for breath, clutching something close to her chest. Her blonde hair was matted to her face, and terror flickered in her eyes like lightning. "Please," she choked out. "Please, can I hide in your car? Just for a minute, please." Dominic's hand instinctively brushed against the weapon beneath his jacket, but then he froze. In her trembling arms was a baby, barely a few months old, wrapped in a soaked blanket. "Lock the doors," she whispered frantically. "Please lock them." Dominic hit the lock just as a shadow crossed the street, a tall, angry figure, scanning the rain with the focused rage of a predator. The woman ducked, clutching her baby tighter. "Stay down," Dominic murmured low, firm, commanding. Something in his voice made her obey instantly. The man outside stalked past, muttering curses, then vanished into the rain. Dominic's eyes stayed on the mirrors until he was sure. "He's gone," he said. The woman lifted her head, shivering from cold and fear. In the glow of the dashboard light, he saw the bruises, a split lip, a swelling cheekbone, and the quiet exhaustion of someone who'd been running too long. "Thank you," she whispered. "I'm sorry, I didn't know what else to do." "Who was he?" "My ex," she said softly. "Emma's father." She looked at the child in her arms. "I left him after she was born. He found me tonight." Dominic should have told her to leave. Should have sent her to the police. But something, maybe the baby, maybe those bruises, stopped him. "I'm Dominic," he said finally. "Sophia," she replied. "And this is Emma. Are you hurt?" "Not this time." She looked down, voice trembling. "But he'll keep looking, he always does." Dominic stared out into the rain for a long moment, then made a decision that would change both their lives. "I know a place," he said. "Somewhere safe. Somewhere he'll never find you." "I don't have money," she said. "I can't pay you." "I'm not asking for money." She studied him, wary but desperate. "Why would you help me?" Dominic's jaw clenched. "Because I know what it's like to be hunted, and because no child deserves to grow up in fear." He started the engine. "Trust me, or don't. But if you want to live, stay in the car." They drove through the flooded streets to the edge of the city, to a discreet building that looked ordinary, but behind its walls was fortress-level security. "This is one of my properties," Dominic said, leading her into the elevator. "You'll be safe here." Inside the sixth-floor apartment, everything was clean and prepared. Food, clothes, even a small nursery. Sophia blinked in disbelief. "Why would you have all this ready?" "I use it sometimes," he said flatly. "For business." He didn't answer. "Not really. You'll be safe here." Days turned into weeks. Dominic checked in, too often, if he was honest. He brought supplies, groceries, things for Emma. He told himself it was duty, not care. But the truth was, Sophia's quiet strength had started to chip away at the walls he'd built for years. One night, Sophia confronted him. "You don't have to keep checking on us," she said. "We are fine. I want to make sure you're safe." Dominic replied, "What do you want from me?" Her eyes were sharp, searching. "Men don't help women like me without wanting something in return." "I want nothing," he said quietly. "I'm helping you because I can, because no one helped my mother when I was a kid." Sophia's face softened. "Your father? Violent drunk. By the time he died, my mother was already broken." "I'm sorry," she said. "Don't be," Dominic murmured. "It made me who I am." "And who are you, really?" He gave a small, humorless smile. "Someone you should probably fear, but I'll never hurt you or your daughter." 2 weeks later, at 3 a.m., Dominic's security alerted him, an intruder at Sophia's building. He arrived within minutes. The man was pounding on the entrance, shouting her name. Dominic walked up calmly, hands in his pockets. "You need to leave," he said. "Who the hell are you?" Where's Sophia? She's under my protection now, Dominic said. You'll never see her again. The man laughed. Your protection? You think you scare me? Dominic stepped closer, ice cold. I know about the hospital visits, the bruises, the police reports you made her drop, the witnesses who saw you hit her. One more move, and I'll make sure every enemy you've ever made knows where you sleep. The man's face drained of color. Walk away, Dominic said, voice quiet but deadly. Or disappear. The man stumbled back into the rain. When Dominic went upstairs, Sophia was waiting, clutching Emma. He was here, wasn't he? He's gone, Dominic said. He won't be back. How can you be so sure? Because I made him understand. Sophia studied him. You're not just a businessman, are you? No. Should I be afraid of you? Dominic looked at her, the woman who had crashed into his world like lightning through a storm. No, he said softly. Never. Months passed. Dominic became part of their world. Quietly, steadily, he arranged legal protection, helped Sophia find work, set up a trust for Emma's future. He watched as Sophia rebuilt her life, her laughter returning like sunlight after a long winter. And somewhere along the way, Dominic realized she'd rebuilt his too. One evening, Sophia stood in the doorway, Emma on her hip. I got a job offer, she said. In another city. That's good, Dominic managed. I don't want to go. Why not? Because everything I care about is here. Because Emma lights up when she sees you. She hesitated. Because I love you, Dominic Russo. Dominic's breath caught. Sophia, I don't care what you've done, I care who you are now. He stepped closer, heart unguarded for the first time in years. I love you too, but I'm not an easy man to love. Then we'll learn together, she whispered. 2 years later, the dawn poured golden light over their home, a real home with laughter and warmth. Emma's voice echoed through the hall. Daddy, come play. Dominic smiled, still not used to that word. Daddy. Sophia, 7 months pregnant, met him at the bottom of the stairs. Thank you, she said softly. For what? For stopping that night. For choosing to help instead of turning away. Dominic pulled her close. He had once ruled through fear. But now, his empire was love, built by the woman who stumbled into his car on a rainy night. And for the first time in his life, Dominic Russo felt peace.